No big surprise for many of us in Texas, but after Governor Rick Perry recently gave a speech that strongly impressed a gathering of top Republican officials in Washington, several major national committee members are now talking of their interest in the Texans' leading man for a 2012 bid for the White House. So, should he run?
Joining us live to talk more about it, conservative blogger with PJTV.com, Bryan Preston. Well, first of all, I'm just curious. A lot of politicians always say, I'm not interested in running, no. And then they ultimately do. Might this be the case with Rick Perry?
Well, at this point, I don't think it's the case. I take him at his word when he says he doesn't want to run. You know, Rick Perry, he is a Texan through and through and doesn't seem interested in moving up north and dealing with cold winters up there in Washington. But I think he can be drafted.
Well, he definitely has gotten a lot of buzz, not just this time around, but of course 2 years ago as well. So I have to wonder, he sounds like a man, or at least appears when he's been on with us, a man with an ego. What would be next for him after governor if he weren't going to run for president?
You know, that's a great question, Roger. I see Governor Perry taking on the role of sort of a kingmaker here in Texas and possibly nationally as well. But maybe that might not be enough. He's been governor for 10 years. It'll be 14 years by the time the term that he is in finishes if he stays there. What do you do after 14 years as governor of the second largest state in the country?
You could go to Disney World or something like that, I guess. I don't know. What would it take, do you think, to persuade Rick Perry to run for president?
Lana, I think it would take a very serious and national draft effort to do it. He would have to see that there is national interest, not just interest among the Republicans here in Texas who keep reelecting him to our highest office here, but that there is a national movement that's viable and that really wants him, and that there's a need for him to be there, that the current field isn't strong enough in his opinion and in the opinions of a lot of major Republicans around the country, that it's not strong enough to take on President Obama, so he is needed. I think that's what he needs to see.
Thank you so much, Bryan Preston there, conservative blogger with PJTV.com.